All right, challengers, it's time for Strength A. In Strength A, you're gonna remember starting out with foam rolling is gonna be imperative as well as following up with your dynamic warm-up. But as we get into the exercises, you are gonna need a couple pieces of simple equipment in order to do your strength training workout. One of them, mini band. If you have a mini band, we can add some resistance to your double leg hip bridges. We can add some resistance to some of the things in your warm-up, as well as give your glutes some extra feedback when you do squats. So a mini band is something that's not imperative, but it is very helpful. The second thing that you're gonna want for your strength training workout is going to be a resistance band of some kind. So this is called a super band, which can be purchased at performbetter.com, or if you have any kind of resistance band, a TheraBand, one with handles, anything like that is gonna be completely fine. The third thing you need is a set of dumbbells. So a set of dumbbells anywhere from, let's call it anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds would be great. If you have something a little lighter or a little heavier, just make sure that you can use good form and full range of motion. And then the last thing that you may need for this workout is a chair so that you can modify some of the exercises or elevate some of the exercises. So with that said, we're gonna go into Strength A. And your first exercise is going to be a forearm plank position alternating leg lift. So the key here is going to be not overdoing the movement. So down in forearm position, we want to have a nice neutral spine, lift your heel, and keep your back neutral. You're going to have 8 repetitions on each side. Your second exercise is going to be an alternating T stabilization, which will be from a full push-up position. Again, keeping a nice neutral spine. We're going to rotate from the ankles, hips, and shoulders to each side. At the top of the movement, squeeze your shoulder blades together. You will complete 8 repetitions on each side with this exercise as well. Our third exercise, we're gonna be going into squats. Now, for the squats, we can do a couple things. We can bend the knees, we can use a chair and squat to a chair, and we could also add a weight for resistance. So putting a band around your knees is going to give your glutes a little bit more feedback. Having a chair is going to give you something to aim for. And then adding a weight in is going to give you the obvious external resistance. So squatting and standing, you're going to be doing 15 repetitions. If you're squatting without the chair, make sure that you're using good form and that you're breathing. Your next exercise is a 3-point row. A 3-point row means that you have 3 points of contact. 1 point of contact being your surface, and the other 2 being your 2 feet. We're going to have the dumbbell in one hand, hand on a surface, back nice and flat in what we call tabletop position. And then we're going to row all the way in, 15 repetitions on each side. Pausing at the top and squeezing in that upper back area. The next exercise in Strength A is going to be what's called the wall ankle mob, which was in your warm-up, but just to remind you really quickly, we're gonna be a nice split stance. Focus on bending your back knee toward the wall. And by bending your back knee towards the wall and coming out of it, you're gonna feel a stretch in your Achilles up into your calf. Following the wall ankle mob, we're gonna go into a lateral lunge. Now the lateral lunge can be done with body weight only, but we can also add in a weight. So if we're doing a lateral lunge with no weight, we're gonna be stepping out into that wide stance that we were doing for our lateral squats in our warm-up, and sitting into that hip, and then stepping together. If you'd like to add weight into this movement, you're gonna add it in the opposite side that you're stepping towards. And that's what's called a contra hold. Lateral lunge with a contra hold, and you'll do 15 of those on each side. Again, adding weight only when 15 body weight repetitions is no longer going to be challenging for you. After the lateral lunges, we're gonna get back into half kneeling position. So one knee down, we wanna have a nice neutral spine, and we're going to be doing 15 overhead presses on each side. So starting in a nice neutral position, you can press neutral, or you can rotate that arm as you press to the ceiling. Either way is fine. If you have pain when you overhead press, we're going to remove that one from your program, and we will skip that exercise altogether if you have pain. Then we're going to have wall slides to finish out. So going back to the wall and getting into that neutral spine position, we're gonna open up the arms and we're gonna go through a set of wall slides. To open the chest, open the shoulders, and effectively reset the circuit, and you would go back to the top of the order and repeat that a second time. When you're all done with 2 sets of your strength work, then you're gonna go to what's called your finisher. Your finisher is going to be a little bit of cardio work that we're gonna do at the end of your strength training sessions to help what we cap it off. So in this particular workout, you're gonna be setting a timer for 30 seconds of work and 30 seconds of rest. You can get an easy interval timer if you have a smartphone, or you could just use a simple stopwatch or just look at your clock. But you're going to be doing body weight speed squats, meaning you're gonna do as many squats as fast as you can for 30 seconds, and then you're going to rest for 30 seconds. And week by week, the number of rounds that you complete at the end is going to increase. Week 1, I want you to do 3 rounds of 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Weeks 2 and 3, I want you to do 4 rounds. Week 4, I want you to do 5 rounds, and we're gonna progressively increase that finisher to increase the intensity of your workout. And that is going to be your strength day A. And again, don't forget, finish each workout with a foam rolling and lacrosse ball session. Have a great day, guys.